4.2 Introduction to Signal Transduction. So here are a few definitions. Protein kinase is an enzyme that transfers phosphate groups from ATP to protein. Protein phosphatases is when enzymes that can rapidly remove phosphate groups from proteins. Secondary messengers are small non-protein water-soluble molecules or ions, and they can spread to regions of the cell by diffusion. An example would be CAMP or calcium ions. So the steps of cell signaling are reception, transduction, and response, and this is just a visual aid of the process itself. So the steps are reception, which is when an outside signal, aka a ligand, binds to a receptor protein, which is found on the cell's surface or inside. And then step 2 is transduction, which is the binding of ligands, which alters the shape of the receptor and initiates transduction. Transduction converts signals to relay molecules, and within this step, the signal is amplified and the secondary messenger starts a series of reactions, which is also known as a phosphorylation cascade, and this eventually leads to a cellular response. Step 3 is the cellular response, which is when the final molecule that is activated in the signal transduction pathway will lead to a response within the cell. So this process itself is like dominoes, where one thing sets off another until it reaches the cellular response. And an example of a cellular response is when specific genes in the nucleus become activated, and the process of cell signaling ensures that the right cells are getting the correct signals at the right time. So there are 3 types of membrane receptors. The first one is G-protein coupled receptor, or GCPR, a receptor tyrosine kinase, or RTK, and a ligand-gated ion channel receptor. So with a G-protein coupled receptor, it is a receptor that works with the help of a G protein, and the G protein binds the energy-rich GTP, and the G proteins are very similar in structure, and GCPR systems are extremely widespread and diverse in their functions. Also, they're the largest family of cell surface receptors, and most water-soluble signal molecules bind to specific sites on receptor proteins that span the plasma membrane. The receptor tyrosine kinase is a membrane receptor that attaches phosphates to tyrosines, and then a receptor tyrosine kinase can trigger multiple signal transduction pathways at once, and abnormal functioning of RTKs is associated with many types of cancers. A ligand-gated ion channel receptor acts as a gate when the receptor changes shape. When a signal molecule binds as a ligand to the receptor, the gate allows specific ions such as Na+ or Ca2+ through a channel in the receptor.